Welcome to the Big E Outdoor Radio Show with your hosts, Big E and Brandon of Big E TV. Found nationally on your favorite outdoor television channels. Big E Outdoor Radio challenges all the hot topics in the outdoors, from racing to hunting and even grilling in the backyard. Our mission is to educate on the facts of the impact of the outdoors on all our lives and encourage good stewardship and good fellowship among our ranks. Follow Big E Outdoors on Facebook at Big E Outdoors and Big E Outdoor Radio. Send us feedback and get in on conversations with us. Fasten your seatbelts, because this ain't your daddy's morning show. We'll be right back with Big E and Brandon in the morning on Big E Outdoor Radio. Big E Outdoors, located at Cedar Creek, is reopening its doors soon after its new remodeling. Home to the area's first and only big game hunting museum, with educational exhibits displaying animals from around the world and facts around the hunters' contributions to their survival. Pick up some unique souvenirs and gifts from the museum and from the Big E TV shows. Meet the pro staff from Big E TV and Big E Outdoor Radio. A great place to stop in with the whole family. And while you're there, book your next hunting trip with the Big E Outdoors Professional Hunters. With over 21 personal hunting destinations worldwide, you'll be sure to find a quality getaway with the Big E Outdoors destinations. Big E Outdoors is also home to Adrenaline Hydrographic. Check us out online at BigEOutfitters.com and register to win a free hunt. Big E Outdoors at Cedar Creek. Welcome back to Big E Outdoor Radio. Brandon, we're headed into the home stretch here with the show.
Yeah, the final hour.
The final hour. Are we in the final hour, or are we halfway through the final hour?
We are starting the final hour.
We're starting the final hour. I thought we already started that back there. But evidently, and either way, we're at Greenway RV, which happens to be the people who sell Brandon's new home, it looks like, down here. So when we're talking with JR, is this, do you own Greenway RV, or how do you, how's it work?
I'm just a sales rep there, been there for 7 years, and just work with the people and helping them find the RV that'll fit their needs.
How long did you say you've been there?
7 years.
7 years. So you kind of know what you're talking about then, anyhow.
Well, that's what they tell me, but I'm not sure, you know.
Is this the biggest pull behind you got?
This one here, the one behind us here, is a 42-foot fifth wheel. That's about as big as they come size-wise. But we've got them anywhere from 16 foot to 42 foot.
Okay. Well, that's, I'm seeing something here. We see all the rednecks grabbing these old pull behinds, and then they turn them into ice shacks. And all of a sudden I come here, and here's a brand new camper with ice fishing holes cut in the bottom of it already.
Yep, it's Flagstaff Fishing Camp, and I guarantee you'll have the nicest shanty on the lake. It's brand new for us this year, but they've really hit a home run with it. It's a lightweight unit. It's 19 feet long, but it has the complete living quarters in it. The water, the furnace, the water heater, the bathroom, the shower, all works because the tanks are all insulated and heated. It's got double pane windows, heavy duty insulation package, so you can stay out on the lake all week if you want.
Yeah, you can stay warm in your camper, catch fresh fish on the jig pole, throw them right in the frying pan, good to go.
Shouldn't you clean them first?
I mean, you could if you want to. I mean, if you want to be, humane about it.
Yeah. Brandon, we've made jokes about getting one of them buildings, and a shed or something like that, turning it into an RV and having to figure out where to. But now I'm starting to get some new ideas about the Big E ice fishing shack for next year when we're going to be traveling around and doing reports from the ice.
Yeah. Forget the building. This is the way to go right here. But
it's hydraulics.
Yeah. It lowers down to the ice. When you want to drive away, raise it back up. And like you said, it's lightweight. I think you told me yesterday it was only 4,000 pounds.
4,000 pounds,
Yeah, you can tow that behind just about anything. So.
And that's one thing Flagstaff has done compared to most of them. There's a few other competitors out there that have the hand crank up and down, where you have to crank it down to the ice and crank it back up. This one, you push a button. There's 3-point hydraulic on it. Raises it up. The axle drops down. You put one pin in the shackle on each side, and you're ready. You're roadworthy, ready to go. So it's real simple.
That's nice. So you could use this all year round. It's not just an ice shack. Yep. It's something now. How big of a shack do they make like that? Is this the biggest one?
Right now they've got this one. They've got a 23 on the drawing board. The problem with that one right now is that they're thinking they have to go to a tandem axle, and then we start adding weight and get a little bit big. So they're rethinking that whole thing. Right now this is what we have, but I'll tell you, it's a nice unit because in the summer Mama can go camping. You know, you've got air conditioning, you've got power awning, you've got the built-in stereo, DVD, convection, microwave. It's got all the comforts of home that you can use in the summer. Wintertime comes around, you guys take it out on the ice and do your thing.
I'm even thinking this might make a good deer hunting shack. What do you think?
It would. Yeah, it would.
Does it have room in there for a wood stove?
Well,
I don't think you need a wood stove, does it? It has a heater, right?
Oh, it's got a 42,000 BTU furnace. Yeah. Wood stove might be against code.
Well, hey.
We don't want to put a wood stove in there. What are you thinking, man? Or what are you for cooking on, or what?
No, I mean that's how we heated all of my buddies' campers.
This has LP. This is like up there, dude. Yeah.
I know, but what's better than wood, right?
Yeah.
No.
So tell me,
no, that is pretty cool.
What's going on with this thing over here? You got some specials going on, or what's happening here?
Absolutely. That's a new Avenger ATI by Primetime Manufacturing. New floor plan. We just got it. It's a bunkhouse. It's got a 42-inch flat panel TV in there. It's an awesome floor plan. It's plenty of storage. Weighs about 6,700 pounds, so it's half-ton towable. At the show here, we're looking at it at about 20. I think right up just a hair over $20,000.
What's this still in the back? There's like a buffet back there in the back corner.
That's an outdoor kitchen. So it's got a sink, refrigerator, 2-burner cooktop. We can add a grill to that if you want. But when you're camping, you know, you're outside. You're cooking outside. You're eating outside. Everything's right there.
That's actually pretty slick. Does that come out of there?
Yeah. Well, the stove slides in, the door shuts down, so it just goes with you wherever you go.
That's a pretty good idea. I actually like that.
Yeah, that's nice. No running, in and out, back and forth. If it's muddy outside, you don't have to track mud in and out of the camper. You can do all your cooking right there underneath the awning.
Hold on a second. If it's muddy outside, it means it's raining. I'm already inside.
Yeah, but there's an awning.
Oh, an awning. Well, you can't go
awning at that. Push a button, out it comes. Push a button, in it goes.
Yeah. With LED lights. I mean, that's what sells
the LED lights. I know that's you're all cranked up over all the fancy lighting. Yeah. Can you get an awning on this thing?
This does have an awning. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, right behind you there.
I didn't turn around far enough.
Yeah. That's power on.
And there's LED lights under that one too.
Hey, and that's even cheaper than my rent is right now, and that's probably about as big as my apartment.
How big is this one here?
This is a 42-foot Sanibel from Primetime. Top shelf fifth wheel. I mean, this is for the full-timer or the people that are going to go south for 6 months, basically live in it. And you can. I mean, it does. It's got a 22 cubic foot side-by-side residential refrigerator in there, flat panel TV, electric fireplace, washer-dryer hookups. Just a beautiful unit.
This is pretty darn nice when you can get something like this. These RVs have come a long way in campers. They're not like what they used to be anymore.
No, they're, used to be, if it was 20 degrees, you stayed home, where these are rated down to 0 or below, so.
And what did you say the show special is half off?
Not quite, but we're getting as close to half as we can.
All right. And so where do they find you guys? If they don't make it to the show, let's say somebody is listening to this and they decide they'd rather do something with their wives for Valentine's Day, heaven forbid. I have no idea why. But let's say that they do that instead, and then they want to come and find you afterwards. Where are they going to find Greenway?
We are in Wisconsin Rapids, Highway 13 South. We're on the south side of Rapids, about a quarter mile north of the Highway 73 interchange. We've got probably 150, 200 units in stock. Greenway's been there for 50 years. It's a good company. So, been there a long time.
Now, I've been at the intersection of 13 and 73. They call that an interchange?
Intersection. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, for around here, it's an interchange. You gotta get fancy with stuff.
I mean, if
the two highways come together, it's an interchange.
Yeah, if one of the roads ain't gravel, it's an interchange. Yeah.
They did put a new stoplight there, so.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yes,
okay.
Yes. So.
Believe me, that whole intersection is getting to be a little bit fancy now.
Oh yeah.
And actually, you could swing by there on your way to the casino and check out these RVs. What do you call this? Is this called an RV? Even though?
Yeah, these are called RVs. The travel trailer and fifth wheels, but they are RVs. Yes, sir.
I call it an apartment on wheels. Yeah. So I can check out the new interchange when I go down there to pick up my new apartment.
There you go. You pick your new apartment up and bring it in, pull it in the backyard, and you can live there. And think of the money you'd save, Brandon. I mean, it's they got zero down payment program.
Yep. Perfect.
You must have some finance company that you're working with.
We work with several, but we have the zero down program to qualified buyers. We also have a 6 months no payment program to qualified buyers. So yeah, it's pretty easy. And like this one back here, the bunkhouse we were talking about earlier, basically that unit you get into for about $185 a month. I mean, you can't even go to a motel for 2 nights for that kind of money.
Depending on where you're at, you might not get one hotel for that kind of money.
Exactly. Yep.
So you could actually tow this thing right into the casino parking lot, and you could save yourself all that money on a hotel room right there.
Or you could park it right out in front of the bar on Main Street. You don't have.
Now you're talking no DUI, nothing. I mean, you pull out front of the bar, you pull your home right along with you. You get drunk, just go on home, crawl in.
You know, with that one, you got the bunk space. You could rent them out and make it an income property.
There you go.
Yeah.
The only problem is once you get drunk, you get generous. You wouldn't rent anything out. You just wake up with a mess.
You'd be surprised at what you woke up with in there. That would be the bad thing. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So what else have we all got back in here? Is that one of the old pop-ups, or what is that?
No, that's a hard side pop-up. So that little unit there weighs about 2,600 pounds. Has bath facilities in it, kitchen, sleeps 3, air conditioning, microwave, stereo. Basically, you can pull it with a minivan or a car. Like I said, 2,600 pounds. So, and no canvas. That's the nice thing about it.
No, that old stuff that's going to get dry and crumply and rip on you and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
So it's a hard-sided pop-up.
Yep.
We got that other small one there. I don't know what that is, and then we got the ice fishing shanty one here.
Yeah, the one behind the ice house here is what we call a hybrid. It's a 19-foot shamrock that it's a hard side travel trailer with the tent ends in it. So what happens? You get a 19-foot unit. When the bed ends fold out, you got about a 28-foot unit. It really makes a nice size unit then.
Well, that's great. I thank you for taking the time, JR, to talk with us and tell us about all the great things that you got here. Brandon's been tugging on my strings to get me over here to look at his new apartment for quite some time here. So I'm glad I came and checked it out. We're going to take some time now, walk around inside of these things a little bit. But if you're looking for a lot of great hunting products, want to check out these new RVs and stuff, come on down to the Central Wisconsin Deer and Hunting Expo down here in Rothschild area at the Cedar Creek Mall. Come on in. And when you come in, go all the way to the room to the left, and that's where you'll find the guys from Greenway. They're right behind the Swiderski booth, so when you come in, you'll see all the tractors. The RVs are right behind that, so you want to get on around back there and check it out. And if you don't get here today, make sure you head on down to Greenway down in Wisconsin Rapids and ask for JR, because I'm sure he'll help you out and hook you up with some of this great financing that they got. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more Biggie Outdoor Radio right after this messages.
Awesome.
Blazing Gifts at 1701 North 6th Street in Wausau is your downtown destination for novelty and specialty gifts. Stop in and check out Blazing Gifts for t-shirts, knives, and other specialty items, including incense, candles, and more. Blazing Gifts handles items not found in everyday stores, even custom decals made to order. Check out Blazing Gifts at 1701 North 6th Street, downtown Wausau. If you're like most of us, your garage is never big enough. Need some extra room? Go see Denny at the Shed Shop in Eland and Shawano. Or maybe you need a new hunting shack or deer blind of your dreams. Again, the Shed Shop in Eland or Shawano. Complete quality-built sheds, competitive prices, made with treated wood or vinyl, and handcrafted by the Mennonites. Call Denny at the Shed Shop, 715-584-3050. The Shed Shop. Winter's coming. Time to get those brakes checked and get your trucks tuned up before the hunting season. Let Thunder Lube of Wausau take care of that for you. Get a full-service oil change with your choice of 2 recommended major services and get a whopping 15% off your total bill. Schedule an appointment today. No appointment needed for routine oil changes. Thunder Lube does all services from tires and brakes to major overhauls. Located on 17th Avenue between the National Guard Armory and Thomas Street.
Ski's Meat Market in Wausau is the area's premier source of quality meat. Our brats are handmade in-house in small batches with no preservatives or MSG. We only buy the freshest seafood, like this line-caught Alaskan salmon. Our 1855 Black Angus steaks are hand-cut and aged to perfection. We also carry over 100 varieties of Wisconsin artisan cheese, as well as an eclectic collection of hard-to-find grocery items. Ski's Meat Market on Rib Mountain Drive, right behind Dunkin' Donuts.
Our quality is worth the stop.
Hey, good morning again. Welcome back, Biggie Outdoor Radio. We're still down here at the what is this place? This the Deer Show, Central something, huh?
Central Wisconsin Deer and Hunting Expo.
Yeah, I know it's something like that. I'll get it. You know, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't get it.
Yeah, all the drinks I've had, and I can still say it better than you.
It's because we do so many, I can't even remember anymore, Brandon. It's just one show after another. We're down here interviewing folks and looking at really cool products and letting you guys know it's Valentine's Day. I know. But where would you rather be on Valentine's Day? Out with your wife shopping at Victoria's Secret, or down here at the hunting show getting some what?
That depends what she's getting at Victoria's Secret.
Well, you can't watch them try it on. They don't do that there.
Yes, you can.
Oh. You know what? There's nobody selling camouflage lingerie down here. That's what they need. I'm telling you, that perk things up. But we are in the booth with Hr3 Custom Food Plots, and we talked to these guys last night when I was helping Ollie out on the sports den, and so we're gonna briefly get into the Hr3 Custom Food Plots, and then I want to get into some of the other cool stuff you got here. But tell us a little bit about Hr3 Custom Food Plots, what you do, and how people can find you.
Okay, I'm John from Hr3 Custom Food Plots. We've been in business for about 2 years now. We are selling redneck blinds, and we are also planting and selling seed of all kinds for food plots and bedding in a bag, which is a product made for deer habitat, 5 to 10 acres, trying to develop habitat that you don't have, bedding areas for deer, so you can create your own deer habitat, create your own deer sanctuary.
Wait a minute, what's in that bedding in a bag?
It's basically native grasses, switch grasses, other grasses all put together, and it's a reed-style grass. Planted once, it's good for 10, 12, 15 years. It's a regrowing grass. Had a lot of good interest in it today. We sold probably maybe enough for 10 acres already today.
And 10 acres of food plots is quite a bit, actually. And you were saying that you also go out there and you'll plant the food plots for the people that want it done.
Yes, we do. This is one of our pieces of equipment right here. This is a Great Plains no-till drill. We're planting beans, we're planting corn, we're planting turnips, radishes. We've got a bunch of products. We've got a plot topper, which is radishes, turnips, sugar beets. We've got a whitetail harvest salad, which is your grasses, your buck oats, your rye. That is more for fall. We've got 2 varieties of soybeans that we're recommending, Real World and Eagles. So we basically in spring we're planting 90% soybeans, and then as we get into fall, besides clover, we put a little bit of clover in spring, but more probably in fall. And then we turn into the turnips and the radishes and the whitetail harvest salad and things like that.
Now, Brandon, last night you were standing there, but I don't know if you heard it all. But when he plants the food plots, he doesn't rework it back up and then replant it again for the fall. They plant it in the spring, then they go in and they plant right in it, over the top of it and in it, between the rows and stuff, to add the stuff that you should plant in late summer.
It makes a food plot last through the fall months into late season gun. Basically, we plant our beans in mid-May to early June up to about July 1st, and then about the end of July we start planting radishes, turnips, whitetail harvest salad, which is your rye and buck oats and stuff like that, and that is where we use our drill again. If the plots are completely eaten off to nothing, maybe we will rework them and replant the whole thing, but generally if there is a fair amount of soybeans left, we'll come in, we'll drop our drill, and we'll drop radishes and turnips right in the soybeans. We'll lose about 10% of the soybeans from tractor tracks and stuff like that, but it takes a food plot and extends it all the way through the year. Green is good for deer. The more green you have, the better it is.
And you remember, Brandon, we always had problems on all the different places that we've been with lime. Yeah. And we have to lime, and we've all this. They've got something better than lime.
Well, we've got both We've got powderized, pelletized, and we also have liquid calcium. The liquid calcium is set up on this planter, on both of our planters. We've got dual tanks on. We're putting fertilizer in the row for to get the seed, to jumpstart the seed a little bit. And we're also, with the spray bar back here, we're actually spraying liquid calcium on to basically control the pH in the soil. We've had extremely good luck with it. Last year we did not spray it with the planter. We just went across and sprayed it with a regular sprayer or another sprayer that we have. Now we're going to be trying applicating it on all of our acres this year. We're going to recommend it for.
So the liquid calcium actually gets to the plants and works a lot faster than what the lime would. And does it stick around longer or not?
It probably doesn't stick around longer, but it reacts a lot faster.
Okay.
And then, soil that is way off on pH still needs to be limed, and lime is very slow release. The liquid calcium is a faster release product, so it is more available the first year and the second year, where the pelletized and the powdered lime is more of a slow release over about 4 or 5 years.
They sell the seeds. You sell the seeds and things like that. So if Scott wants to come up there and put in a food plot and he don't really know anything about it, and he said, I got a drill and I'm going to plant this thing myself, but you can point him and you give him some tips and things, or what?
Yeah. Myself and Scott, my partner.
Another Scott.
Yes, another Scott. Do some consulting also. We have seed for available. We have back to Real World and Eagle soybean seed. We have 2 different varieties. They do offer 2 different scenarios for what you're looking for. One is a forage bean, one is more of a grain bean. Forage bean will grow extremely tall, but it will have a very limited amount of beans in the pod, where our other variety, our Real World variety, has a multiple maturity in each bag. So they have 3 different maturities in a bag, from a closer maturity, and then some long maturity beans in there also, closer to the Eagles. So you'll have some really tall ones in there, but you will end up with a lot more grain with the Real World bean.
I see people carrying these big bags out of here. So you got, and they say show specials over there. So I don't imagine that that's just talking about the Starburst and the candy in that bowl. So what kind of show specials have you got going on?
We have a special on the blinds. We are taking $100 off all the blinds. We are offering discounts on our mineral and on our beans, and on all of our products. We are offering discounts today.
Okay, so you brought up the blinds, and that's good because we want to get on that before it goes. No, we had the opportunity. If you watch some of our hunting shows coming up on television here this year, actually coming up in the next couple months on Pursuit Channel, you'll see us hunting out of some of the redneck blinds. And I can tell you, of all the different blinds that I've hunted in, by far this is the best made, quietest, warmest, easiest to open the windows. You don't have to keep the windows open and worry that they're going to make a lot of noise and give you a headache trying to open them, all that kind of grief. You got the bow windows in them, rifle windows. You can do the crossbow out of them, and there's room enough for 4 people in there without any trouble at all. So when did you take on redneck blinds, and how well are they selling here?
They are selling. We've got a ton of interest in them today. We've been selling redneck blinds since last July. We took on the dealership in June. My partner talked me into it, and he was 100% right. We sold about 85 of them last year, from February to December. From July to December, and this year looks like it's going to be bigger and better.
Where are you guys out of?
We are out of Kewaunee, Wisconsin, which is about 25 miles east of Green Bay, and we are servicing pretty much the entire state for blinds and planting and selling beans. We are a distributor for Eagle seed, for Real World seed for the state of Wisconsin and Minnesota and Illinois.
So you will travel all the way up here to do a custom food plot?
Yes, we will.
Okay, and we talked about it last night again, but let's do it again. How much does it cost to put a food plot in, roughly, an acre?
And it does vary. It depends what you're doing. If you're doing tillage and everything along with it, it does add up a little bit higher, but probably anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depending on what you're doing. The more tillage work you do, the rougher the situation is, the more it's going to cost. The more acres you do, the cheaper it gets too. because we're on site. Travel expenses add up also, by the mile. We do mileage from Green Bay to the site, not from Kewaunee to the site.
So, Brandon, you've had a lot of experience with food plots. Wouldn't it have been nice to be able to just not have to worry about all the stuff you had to do, just work the ground, get it ready, and then turn around and call these guys?
Yeah, definitely. It was so much headache trying to, find the time to get it done, aside from having to worry about doing everything else there is on in our case, it was a game farm, raising elk and whitetail, finding the time for all of that and then getting in all the food plots and, it takes a lot of time. It really is a pain in the rear end. So, if I could have just gotten out there and worked the ground and then called you up and had you come up there and put in the food plots, that would have been a lifesaver. It would have been awesome.
That would have saved a lot of time. So if you're listening, we are coming near our commercial break here, but if you're listening, you want to get down to the convention center down here by the Cedar Creek Mall and check out these guys with extreme custom food plots. And check out the redneck blinds. Trust me, you haven't ever seen a blind anywhere that you can buy. What's a redneck blind cost, right, by the way?
We've got 2 different models here today, actually 3. One is the new soft side blind, and that one varies from $399 to $549, depending on the ghillie or the camel model. And then we've got the Predator and the Buck Palace here for the hard-sided blinds. And they one is a 5x6 and the other one is a 6x6. The 5x6 is $19.99 for the blind. The 6x6 is $23.99 for the blind.
But you're not going to build anything like this out of wood, I can tell you that.
Right. The stands underneath them go from 5 to 15 feet high.
That's great. Thank you very much for your time, John, and we will make sure we try to send some folks on down here. Today, it's Valentine's Day. Great Valentine's presents for the men. And come on down and see the guys at Extreme Custom Food Plots. When you come in the far left exhibit hall, we're there right away on your right-hand side, right over by the bar, actually. So make sure you swing in and see them. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll wrap up Biggie Outdoor Radio.
Rejection is one of our biggest fears. As humans, our greatest need is to be accepted. So when Ben walked into Jim Krishock Jewelers and met with Jody, he was looking for someone to accept him. You see, Ben was head over heels in love with Amanda, and he wanted to give her the diamond engagement ring of her dreams. But he didn't feel good about his credit, and he didn't feel good about a past jewelry shopping experience where another jeweler wouldn't even give him the time of day. But Jody had a different attitude. Instead, she went right to work on getting a credit application filled out. And before he knew it, he was approved for, well, a lot more than he thought he would be. That's total acceptance. So Jody walked him over to the diamond case, and he picked out the ring that would knock Amanda off her feet. We're Jim Krishock Jewelers, and when you walk in here, you know you'll find it. And you'll be accepted. We're in front of Best Buy on Rib Mountain Drive, and nobody does I do like we do.
It's the ultimate tailgate event. Your chance to score. Big savings at Stark GM of Merrill. Last month, Stark finished 22nd in GM certified sales in the entire United States of America. So if you're looking for a GM certified pre-owned, Stark is the place. Find 30 certified pre-owned cruises starting at $9,995 or $149 a month. Choose from 14 GM certified Chevy Impalas starting at $12,988 or $196 a month. Or lease a new 2015 Chevy Cruze, just $69 a month. And Stark is your truck headquarters. And that's why you can save up to $11,000 on select 2015 crew cabs. Hurry! This ultimate tailgate event ends soon at Stark GM of Merrill and Highway 51 in Kew. Or visit us at starkmerrill.com. Plus tax and license fees. Cruise selling price $99.95, $149 a month, 0 down, 72 months, 3.49%. Impala selling price $12,988, $196 a month, 0 down, 3.84% APR, 75 months. With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10,000 miles a year, $44.50 in rebates included. Must currently lease a non-GM vehicle. While supplies last. See dealer for details. Based on August GM certified pre-owned sales in the country.
Grilling season never ends at Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Wausau. Meats are seasoned and slow smoked in hickory wood burning pits on site daily. Buy it as a meal or buy it by the pound. Takeout's available. Drive-through, dine in, or even get Dickey's to cater your next big event. Dickey's Barbecue Pit, located at 2111 Stewart Avenue across from Furniture and Appliance Mart. You can smell the hickory smoke goodness already. Are you craving a great burger or looking for the place to catch a game and have one of the best, most mouth-watering burgers you've ever tasted? Then head on out to Brews Brothers in Weston, just off Highway 29 on Double X. You can't beat their fresh ground beef daily or their hand-cut fries. And wash it all down with a cold brew from a choice of 35 tap selections. Ask about the beer of the week and the burger of the month. Brews Brothers. This segment of Biggie Outdoors is brought to you by Snap Fitness of Wausau. It's time to get in shape, and Snap Fitness is the right place to do it. With 2 locations in Weston and Wausau, you're never far from a Snap Fitness. Open 24/7 for members with clean and well-maintained equipment. Check out their new location across from Fleet Farm on Wausau's north side with all new machines and equipment. Sign up for some classes or training. Pick up the supplements you need and take advantage of the monthly deals and sign-up specials they have going on now. The staff at Snap Fitness is waiting for you to assist you in any way they can. So head on down to Snap Fitness today and get signed up. Hey, welcome back, Biggie Outdoor Radio, and we promised we were going to get on over here, but they were so busy earlier with the line backed up, there were kids everywhere, and wanting to get into this is the Hunter Safety, or what is this, a Hunter Education booth?
Yes, it's the Hunter Safety Instructor Association, and we're an association of instructors. We set up a pellet range, and we also have a booth over here where we help people trying to find courses around the state. We get a lot of questions about how do I find a course?
How many times do we get asked that, Brandon, when we're out there? Where can I get my kid into Hunter Safety? Where can I find a course?
Right.
I definitely want to keep your name, your card, and all your info because people are always asking us that question.
Right, and that's what we're doing here. We got the computer hooked right into the DNR system. We can show every course that's out there listed right now and tell them, well, if you can't find a course, don't panic. Give it a week. It's whenever an instructor posts a course, that's how it appears. So they understand the system and how it's working. So.
Okay, and down here today, just to raise awareness, is that what you're doing? You got the BB gun course, or
when you look at hunting and hunter safety, there's like 5 stages. They say that the scientists say for a hunter, and the very first stage is the shooting stage. And when we can take kids coming in here, and even older kids and some parents, and say the very first stage is shooting, show them how to shoot in a safe environment. I call it the safe shooting sport. And you get these young kids, get them involved, because that's the first thing we want to teach them in ethics, is make a good shot. Make that shot count. So granted, there's some years between when these individuals will actually go out and hunt, but they've had a chance to shoot and see the recreation, the decisions, or I should say the fun of shooting and shooting at a target.
Yeah.
So it's the first stage of hunting.
This is actually the first time I've ever seen a semi-automatic pellet rifle, to be honest with you. And I was pretty impressed with how that works. But these kids get to shoot 12 shots for $2, come down here, shoot at the target. They seem to be all doing fairly well, and they're having a ball. They're lining up like crazy.
And one of the great things as an instructor, as a person, is seeing the smiles on these kids' faces and seeing the parents smile when son or daughter come out of here and they're holding up their target in all the little holes. And we've got Tab K or WIA on those targets. Every Hunter Ed student that we run into, we know that has gone through a course, and we ask a lot of them, and we remind them, we ask them, what are those 4 rules, Tab K?
Do you remember them, Brandon? Do you remember those Tab K? Do you remember? What's the T for?
Why would you put me?
I'm putting you on the spot. I want to see how much you remember of the Hunter Safety.
Which is good, because
the
what
T.
we do to these kids is they'll seem to panic. On the bag we give them, we turn it around, and there's all the answers to Tab K right there. Because if they follow it the rest of their life, there should never be a hunting accident.
Yeah. So, Brandon, actually, he's looking at the cheat sheet here to remember. Do you remember now, Brandon?
You know what's funny is we went through this right before rifle season.
Yeah.
We went through all of these rules. And, the first one, treat every firearm as if it was loaded.
Right. That's what's funny about it, is because we were on the radio show. We talked about this on the show right before rifle season. We went through all these, and now I put him on the spot, and his mind went blank.
Yeah.
But
we asked kids. You see, like I had a kid from my class a couple months ago, last year, in here. Saw him, shook hands. Hi, remember what I was going to ask you when I saw you again? And you see his face go white. I said, what's the third rule? So you always keep going through the whole thing. Be sure of your target before and beyond. And just like in class, we have reminders, all pasted all across our classroom, on the wall. I said, even on the pencils we give you. So I said, the rest of your life, whenever I see it, adults or whatever, I got 4 questions I will ask you.
And that's good that you keep reminding them of that. One of the things that he talked about last night and we were talking about is everything's going online. I actually thought that everything was an online course nowadays. Did you not think that?
I'm sorry, you lost me.
No.
No way.
No, I don't. Go again.
There was an all online course for hunter safety.
What about it?
That's what they think. How am I supposed to? How are you supposed to remember Tab K when you're falling asleep standing here next to me? But anyway,
to his credit, he hasn't slept because he works.
Yeah, he's been working. Yeah. So, but anyhow, the online, everything seems to be online, and people think that right now they just go online, they take the course, and it's done and it's over with. Can they do that?
For archery and adults, yes, they can. For the rest of them, no. There's actually
even if you're an adult, I don't think that's a wise thing.
No, because you don't get any hands-on experience. And hands-on is really where you're going to learn. To use the phrase, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where you get it. There's 3 styles of hunter ed courses or hunter safety courses. There is the Internet Field Day course, where you sign up for a field day. You take one of the 4 approved Internet classes. You complete it. You have already signed up for the field day. You show up. You show your proof of completion. You have 4 hours of review, a warden visit, and then you take an exam. That's the method number 1. Method number 2 is a traditional course. You're given a workbook. You do the homework problems. You have the in-class exercises and quizzes. Then you do the hands-on test and the written test.
And now they shorten it up now. They shortened up it's not about the minimum requirements. They shortened up what they are going to allow these guys to do. So if they're doing a hunter safety test, now they have to shorten the hours. They got to get it done within, 19
hours and 21 calendar days. So from start to finish, I have my very first class date. I have 21 days to get my last class in. And the maximum of 19 hours. What the problem was, we had instructors trying to run 40-hour courses. It wasn't working. The DNR trying to get more courses out there, more turnover, more instructors said, okay, let's cut it down to the need to know topics, Cut out the nice stuff. Focus on the need to know. So what I've done in my classes in Wisconsin Rapids and in Stevens Point, I teach the need to know, but I require every student to do the online course before they ever come in. Then I have 3 nights in a row where I am reviewing in small groups, 1 instructor, 5 students, everything that they were supposed to have learned for 3 straight nights. Then I have a very complete field day where they're doing a compass course, they're doing a blood trail, they're shooting various types of bows, vertical and crossbow. Then they start on the firing line, single shots, the repeaters, and then working with how to unload the firearm when they've got a live round still in there. A turkey gun, a 20-gauge turkey gun. One that we like to challenge kids is the 30-30 lever action. The old 94s didn't have a safety. So they practice in class, they work well with dummy ammo, and they really got it perfect. When they get out to the range, you have them do it one more time with the dummy ammo, and when you give them that live round, their faces turn white. And I've had classes where the student panics and they'll actually fire that live round into the dirt. But it's a learning process. So they have to do it again. They'll properly put a lever action 30-30, the old ones, the old 94s, into the safe mode. And then I let them shoot either a 223 or a 243. So they have exposed what they're going to get that year deer hunting, if that's what they're going on. Then I take them, we reset the range to trap. Do several rounds of trap. Now, last year we ran the first muzzle loading class in the state. That was done here in Rapids. We're going to do it again, trying to get more people exposed to how safely learned and safely shoot a muzzle loader, whether it's going to be the flintlock, the percussion, the shotgun, or an old muzzle loading pistol, Civil War style. And so we're just trying to expose more opportunities, more different ways to go hunting. Now, like I said before, the 5 different ways of hunting methods, the shooting stage, the limiting out stage, the trophy stage. There's one called the methods stage. So if hunters want to progress to that stage where they try crossbow, bow and arrow, black powder, they've had some exposure on how to do it safely.
You know, I actually wish when I took hunter safety that they had the muzzleloader hunter safety course. I mean, because what was it? You actually took a refresher course with me. We did bow hunter safety.
I took hunter safety with all you kids.
Yeah, and then regular hunter safety.
Yeah.
Right. But they didn't have the muzzleloader safety. There was no muzzleloader course when I took it.
When I took mine, it was. I mean, when
It
I
was only muzzleloaders.
Yeah. No. It was all in class. We went out to the range and we shot one gun. And that was it. You were done. It's 22.
And we're allowed to not have a shooting component. We like it where at my gun club in Wisconsin Rapids, because you put everything back together into one big package. So on the next night, when the kids get in there for their test, they say, wow, they've done it 3 nights hands-on. They've done 1 day with hands-on with live ammo, and they're at that test night, and they've done it several times, and I've got good pass rates. But yet I do fail kids, and the ones I fail are for good reason. They either didn't do their homework or they just weren't ready to go into the woods with a firearm.
You know, that's something that people need to be a little bit more unafraid to do today is to fail these kids, because I understand that pushing them through is an important deal, but you know, being able to fail a kid and make them take that class again could save a life.
Yes, and that's my point of view. I've had students who have done the online, you can tell their parent did the online, or they were just not ready to go out in the woods with a firearm. And yes, I do fail, and that's a responsibility we have as instructors. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I'm going to get to your information and stuff like that. I appreciate it. You are an instructor. You do run classes around this whole area, I think. It's the way it sounded. And so, folks, if you are looking for something to do with the kids, come on down here tomorrow. Check these guys out. And also, if you check them out, we'll give you the website, put it on our Facebook page and stuff, so you can figure out where all the hunter safety courses are going to be, and to keep an eye on that for when you're looking for one. Thanks again for your time, Joe.
Thank you.
You bet. And we'll be back with some more Biggie Outdoor Radio right after this.
Hey, it's Mike with Auto Trim and Sign here in Wausau. You already know we do the fun stuff on vehicles. We can also help your business, whether it's simple lettering, company decals, or even a vehicle wrap. Auto Trim and Sign can design and install graphics perfect for your business. Your car, truck, trailer, big rig, or your company's entire fleet will be in good hands. Check out our website, autotrimofwausau.com, or call us at 715-842-9114.
Do you want to get the most exposure for your business for each dollar spent? Of course you do. We can help. Whether it's simple lettering, company decals, or a complex vehicle wrap, Auto Trim and Sign is a 3M certified company that can design, manufacture, and install graphics perfect for your business. You can be assured your car, truck, trailer, big rig, or your company's entire fleet will be in good hands. Check out our website at autotrimofwausau.com for examples of our work, or give us a call today, 715-842-9114.
Deer collisions, door dings, hail dents, or accidents, BRB Auto Body makes your car look new again. Make BRB Auto Body your #1 call when an accident happens. BRB offers 24-hour towing, complete body and paint repair, and complimentary replacement vehicle when accidents happen. Call BRB Auto Body, Highway XX Rothschild. BRB Auto Body, there for you through all the dings and dents.
Expect a quality job from BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body.
From hauling to hunting, protect your truck bed with Line-X Spray-On Bed Liner from BRB Auto Body. DuPont Kevlar makes Line-X 5 times stronger than steel. BRB can color match Line-X to your truck. Tough just got prettier. Line-X forms a permanent, watertight bond, and the finish follows every angle. BRB Auto Body believes anything worth protecting is worth overprotecting. Line-X at BRB Auto Body, Rothschild.
Expect a quality job from BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body.
Welcome to Blue Willow Cafe, where you'll find home cooking at its best. This cozy cafe offers an unforgettable breakfast that'll keep you coming back for more. Blue Willow's family-friendly atmosphere with made-from-scratch homemade food has become a favorite gathering place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy delicious homemade soups, pies, day-of-the-week specials, and more. All in smoke-free dining with family-friendly pricing. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Join us at Blue Willow Cafe, North 4th Avenue, Wausau.
Some of us aren't as young as we think we are, and the weather lets us know it. Treat your body right and go see Jen and the staff down at These Hands Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just for relaxing these days. It's a therapeutic treatment that will leave you feeling refreshed and tuned up, just as good as tuning up your engine. You take care of your truck and your bow, so take care of your body too. Go see the staff at These Hands Massage Therapy on 17th Avenue, just south of the Stewart Avenue intersection, next to the Welcome back, Biggie Outdoor Radio. It'll be the last segment of the day, and we are down talking with Geis Meats. It took us all day to get down here to be able to get it where the line got small enough that we could get in and talk with you. And we can't talk with Andy today because he's got a little bit of a swollen jaw, so we're going to be visiting with Landon. What's that?
We're going to start here.
Yeah, this is where we came to start. The line was all the way up and around the corner. People were coming down here because they heard that nobody beats your meat.
That is true. That's very true.
So, Landon, tell me a little bit about, what you guys are doing down here. You're letting people sample the brats. Are you selling a lot of brats today?
We are selling a lot of product. There's quite a good selection we bring down from the retail shop from Merrill. Everybody's here and they seem to be enjoying it.
So that's important to say. It is Valentine's Day. And so if you are looking to get something, for a Valentine's cookout, instead of taking your wife out to dinner, you could run up to Geis's maybe and pick up some brats or something. But they're not there, so you can come on down to the show and pick up some brats right here. They got brats, you got sausages. I see you got the sticks over there, the snack sticks.
Yep,
and
different flavors of jerky.
You mentioned that you have a retail store, and I don't know if there's a lot of folks in Wausau that probably don't even know that yet, but your retail store does not just sell beef and pork products. You also sell elk and buffalo as well, right?
Elk, buffalo, red deer. Once in a while we get some state-inspected venison.
How about ostrich?
I'm sure there's a way we could get it for you.
There you go. Never know. But if you are looking for a place to get your deer processed, you guys do that too, right?
Absolutely. All processing of every wild game, geese, turkeys, deer, bear.
Roadkill?
You betcha.
There you go.
Hey, and the cool thing is, it doesn't matter how you bring it in. You can bring it in the back of your truck, in a trailer. You can even bring it in on the roof of your Suburban, and they'll help you get it down.
And we've done that before.
Absolutely, many times.
Yeah, we've taken our elk in there from some of these game farms and come in with them on the roof of the truck. And the last one I took in there wasn't anybody there. I had to drag that baby around into the cooler by myself. But the good thing is that you can take stuff to Geis's just about 24 hours a day and drop it off, right?
You betcha. If nobody's around, there's a number on the door. You give either number a call, and Andy or myself will come down and be more than happy to help.
That's a pretty good service, actually. And then you can choose from the flavors. They give you some samples down there, but hopefully by the time you take your deer in there, you've bought some of their products already. I've been hitting the cheddar and jalapeno brats that are down here, the cheese and jalapeno brats. Those are kind of my favorite. Well, I don't know what you guys.
Beef sticks too with the cheddar.
Yep. Well, actually, I got 40 pounds of meat that I got to decide what to do with, and I'm kind of leaning towards the jalapeno cheddar.
Yeah, in the brats or in the snack sticks.
Both 20 and 20.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually go on the road, and we usually have some of the guys' snack sticks with us. So I don't know if you have been around there when we come in much, but
Yep, they're great snacks you can take in the stand while you're hunting or take out while you're fishing, and you always got something to chew on.
There you go. So what else, if people come down here, other than just having the stuff you have, is it on sale? Is there a show special? Or what's going on?
There are show specials on everything. And, the brats we're rounding down to the nearest 50 cent, and we got beef sticks that are 3 for $5.
Okay. So there you go. Come on down. When you walk in the door and you're looking straight ahead at the registration where you pay to get in, look straight to the right. Go on down there. Geis Meats is down in the corner. They're cooking samples up all day long. They got bratwurst and they got sausages and I guess that's metwurst. What the heck is a metwurst?
It's a old German recipe. It's a full, rich flavored dinner sausage. It comes in a ring, like a ring bologna.
Okay. And I know you got the wieners too, and the natural casing wieners are out of this world. I've eaten them. Snack sticks, jerkies, all that kind of stuff. Don't be laughing at me just because I said that on the radio. Yeah, no, let's not go there.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
I knew it.
Yeah. But you will definitely leave here, please, and you can pick some stuff up, take it home, and cook it for Valentine's Day. And hey, why not? I mean, who needs a steak, right? Right?
I need a steak.
I know, but who needs to take your wife out for a steak? Just get her a bratwurst, and then.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure you could buy a steak at Guys Meats too.
They do have them, don't you?
Oh, we do. Every kind of steak you want, we got it.
Yep, I've gotten some ribeyes from there. They're and very very good and tasty and fresh cut. And the other thing is that you can get them custom cut too, can't you?
Absolutely. You want it 4 inches thick, we'll do it for you. You want it a 1/4 inch thick, we'll do that too.
So what else can you tell me? Is there anything else that you're doing here that you want to try to promote for people that are looking to come down here on the last day?
We got some new flavors of brats and stuff that we're putting out for the first time. We want people to try and test that, give us some feedback, see if they're worth continue to make.
Last year was a cranberry something, wasn't it?
Yep, and this year we got a beer and cheese curd brat.
I just tried it. Good. You can actually taste the beer. Go try that thing, Brandon. See what you think. You can taste the beer in it. It's excellent.
I put a 6-pack of Coors Light in there. They fought me on that. I wanted to use Budweiser, but...
See, Brandon would be wanting you to use Busch Light. Can you choose your beer?
I'm sure you could. We are full custom. However you want.
What was the difference between the beers? Why didn't you want Coors Light?
Budweiser is a fuller flavored beer.
Okay. So you could put Liney's Dark in there if you want.
Diesel.
Oh, that's really good. That's a great one, isn't it? So is that your newest one, or do you have some more?
That's the newest one. I think they made that on Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Took you that long to come up with beer and cheese in Wisconsin?
Absolutely not, but to get it right so everything tastes good, so you can taste the beer and cheese.
Wow. Okay. Well, I tell you what, that's a great brat right there. I haven't really tried that cranberry one. I'm not a cranberry guy, but I know that was one of the new ones from last year. So if you, again, folks, head on down to the Wisconsin Convention Center down here at the Cedar Creek area and try some of Geiss's home cooking here, their meats and their bratwurst and metwurst and all that kind of stuff, and then give them your idea, your input on this. I think the beer and cheddar, the beer and cheese curd one or whatever it is here to stay because it's really good.
Yeah, we've heard nothing but good about it so far.
That's right. All right.
Delicious, yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the time to visit with us, Lannon, and hope you guys have a great show and hope you have a great season, and we'll be back and talk with you guys again soon, I'm sure.
All right. Thank you very much for coming.
Yep. You know, who'd ever thought that they would come up with something that had beer, cheese, and bratwurst all in one?
Yeah, and the fact that it took that long for them to come up with something, like you said, in Wisconsin.
I mean, hey, they come up with the cranberry, and they come up with this maple stuff, and they come up, and beer and cheese took them forever.
We're getting
They are good. I mean, really.
we're getting into our last 3-4 minutes of the show.
Hey, we got a legend here. He actually does exist.
Look who
He
just
showed up.
by.
Bear Hunter Joe, folks. He's real. I kid you not. So, Bear Hunter Joe, how you doing?
Good.
What are you down here doing? You looking for some bear bait or what?
Actually, like Northwood Bear Products, I got a lot of scent from them. They're a big supporter of me too, with my guide service. The scent works really good. Plus, just checking out the other stuff, down here. And
Did you get a masturbator shirt?
What?
Did you get the shirt that said you were one of the masturbators?
No, I did not.
And folks, what I mean by that is a superior person in bear baiting. But they have the shirts down there with the title on it. We've accused you of that on the show.
I've never seen those yet.
What he's saying is nobody does it like Joe.
That's right. That's what we heard.
That's right.
When it comes to baiting, Joe is the best. That's kind of what we heard. Anyhow.
But yeah, they actually had a lot of neat stuff down here today. It was kind of nice. I mean, a lot of like campers and all that neat stuff, and a lot of like 10-point bows and all that stuff, and yeah.
Because we're going to be calling in once these bears come out of the ground. We're going to be calling you for the bear reports all the time again. You're going to have to.
He's already going to see the videos before.
But you're going to have to get yourself a better phone. Do you have a smartphone yet, or are you still using?
I still got the old flip phone.
Yeah. He doesn't even have texting, so I can't get a hold of him while we're doing the radio show. I can't just text him and say, hey, you want to call in? No, I got to wait till we're on a commercial break, call him, then he won't answer, and then he'll call me back. I have to ignore it.
Is that a like a government provided phone, or what in the heck is?
One of those industrial phones that you can be miles back in the woods, and it'll still get your call. I mean, you could drive over with a truck and you're still good.
I don't believe it. Show me.
Oh, we'll have to try it out in the parking lot. All that.
So, Brandon, I'm glad you found him here and you could introduce him to us in that because, just knowing that he's real. As you talk about him all the time like he's a figment of your imagination.
He has talked to us on the radio before.
I
Do you
know.
remember that?
I know, but that could have been a phony.
Dude, your mind
now I'm seeing him in person.
Your mind is slipping. And you actually have seen him in person before. He stopped in at our shop last year.
It was unofficial. It was unofficial.
Last year.
It was unofficial.
It wasn't unofficial. It was pretty official.
It wasn't on the radio. We've met him now on the radio, so now we can tell people he really exists.
All right, so no,
it's kind of like the M&M candy and the Santa Claus thing.
What are you talking about?
They do exist.
Are you saying they don't?
No, he does.
Okay.
You see? Have you seen the commercial?
I've seen the commercial, yeah.
Well, once bear season starts, I'll get some of my videos on your website, and then you can see. We got some monster bear dogs.
You guide people, right? For bears?
Yep.
And what else do you guide for?
Just bear.
Just bear?
Yep.
Not coon?
Nope.
There's a lot of coon to hunt around here.
He doesn't guide for coons, but we do go out coon hunting with him.
Yeah.
That's just personal fun.
Oh, that's just personal fun.
I just guide for bait sitters for bear. No, actually for bear hunting. That's it. So.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
And you do well. How many people do you take bear hunting a year?
Last year I had 4 for C, 3 out of 4 filled their tags first night, the 4th one. I actually shot and wounded one. We never found it, but I let them come back and they sat and they passed a couple other ones. So.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time and stopping down here by us. It was great talking with you. And we're going to definitely have Bear Hunter Joe calling in. We're going to wrap it up for today down at the Central Wisconsin Deer and Hunting Expo. Head on down here, folks. You can check out all the products that we've talked about on the air and then some. I want to thank Scott for joining us. Thanks, Brandon, for coming down here. And we're going to wrap it up and see you guys all next week here on Big E Outdoor Radio. Looking for the perfect gift for your hunter? How about some hydrographic dipping? Check out Adrenaline Hydro down at the Cedar Creek Mall. They're located in the Big E Outdoor Museum and Pro Shop. You'll find the hydrographic solution to all your needs. Let Adrenaline Hydro put a custom look on your gun stock, deer skulls, bar glasses, car and truck rims, or even put a graphic design on the entire interior of your car or truck. Come see us for a deer season special. Bring us your deer head, uncleaned, and we'll beetle clean it and dip it with your choice of over 1,000 different patterns for only $125 for the whole package. Get on down to Cedar Creek Mall and grab a gift certificate for this now before the special ends. That's Adrenaline Hydro down at the Cedar Creek Mall, located in the Big E Outdoor Museum and Pro Shop.
My brother Paul was a real Renaissance man. A big city ER doctor, an outdoorsman, and always the smartest person in the room. When he was killed in a deer vehicle collision, I thought it was a freak accident, but I was wrong.
Each year, deer vehicle crashes cause death, damage, and injuries. About 1 in every 100 drivers is likely to have a collision with a deer. For tips to avoid hitting a deer and the best rates in town, visit Champion Insurance in Weston. Troy Champion, your personal Erie Insurance agent. A message from Troy Champion Insurance and Erie Insurance Agencies.
Ski's Meat Market in Wausau is the area's premier source of quality meat. Our brats are handmade in-house in small batches with no preservatives or MSG. We only buy the freshest seafood, like this line-caught Alaskan salmon. Our 1855 Black Angus steaks are hand-cut and aged to perfection. We also carry over 100 varieties of Wisconsin artisan cheese, as well as an eclectic collection of hard-to-find grocery items. Ski's Meat Market on Rib Mountain Drive, right behind